school. I was definitely finna hit it. Oh, she got a nigga as a boyfriend. Why he ain't?
And I think they're trying to lure me somewhere.
All right. I will send a student officer to give you a call. Is that okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Please.
But no one calls
hurry up.
Lauren back. Days go by, and police haven't even provided an update. And
I do remember them saying, it's a scam, it's probably a scam.
You know, fucking.
Matt and Jill Mccluskey are in disbelief at how the campus police department could have overlooked their daughter's repeated pleas for help.
Me too.
Seemed to go unheard, where the president states that there was nothing the campus security could have done to prevent.
How the fuck it ain't nothing they could have did? I apologize to y'all, cause that right there is some hoe ass shit. That's some bullshit. Now she done lost her life, and now y'all ain't want to do, cause y'all ain't want to do y'all job. Man, fuck y'all, man.
And here we go.
Hey yo, what's kicking, SMB Squad? We're back with another live stream, back with another video. We're finna do a quick reaction video to a college girl gone missing. I don't know her name. I have not seen this video yet. I have not heard about this at all. But we finna see what's going on. We finna see what's popping. Deadpool is involved. Not the real Deadpool, obviously, but yeah. That's the thumbnail that caught me, is the fact that you literally see Deadpool in this situation. Lauren. So, okay, this is what we're reacting to. College girl goes missing until cops see this on camera. The case of Lauren Mccluskey. Let's see what's up with let's see what happened with Lauren, chat.
Pay attention to the man in the Deadpool costume. This footage shows him walking through a college campus parking lot in broad daylight. For the past 2 weeks, the man has been stalking this student, 21-year-old Lauren Mccluskey, and on October 22nd, 2018.
Chat, let me just say, she is a beautiful ass individual. And I'm hoping that by the end of this video, we find out that she didn't lose her life, or if she is still missing, whatever the case may be, I hope that she's still alive somewhere. You sick, perverted freaks.
Lauren disappeared without a trace. October 13, just 9 days earlier, Lauren walked into the campus police department and reported that she had been receiving threatening text messages from unknown numbers. In the following week, she called the cops.
Turn it down a little bit. And according to the backpack, we in Utah, chat.
A total of 14 times, but no one believed her. October 9th, 10 days before the man was seen in the parking lot, security cameras from the university capture Lauren meeting with her boyfriend, Sean Fields. According to her roommate, she was planning to break up with him that very same day. The problem is, Sean Fields is not his real name. The circumstances surrounding Lauren's disappearance would remain a mystery if it wasn't for the clues she left behind. She made sure someone would find out the truth about what happened to her and expose the man in the Deadpool costume.
He was a predator, manipulator.
Very skilled at getting what he wanted.
Someone who you shouldn't believe a word of what they say.
The year is 2013. Lauren lives with her two loving parents.
I'm glad I ain't say what I was finna say, chat.
In the small town of Pullman, Washington. She has a happy childhood, doing well in school.
I was definitely finna hit it. Oh, she got a nigga as a boyfriend. Why he ain't?
Rely on. It wouldn't matter the time or the day. If you needed someone to talk to, Lauren would be there.
They saying was and Lauren would, and it's all in past tense is what I'm trying to say. So I take it that unfortunately she has died. Fucked up situation, man.
There for you.
Growing up, Lauren showed a natural talent and passion for sports. She was incredibly fast and agile, impressing her
piss me the
parents from
fuck
an early
off,
age.
chat.
Lauren was just athletic from the very beginning. She could climb trees at 2 years old and she had no fear. She was pure determination.
With her parents' encouragement,
Get it?
pursued
Yes,
her love for
sir.
sports, quickly discovering
Well,
a
yes,
talent
ma'am.
for
My
track
fault.
and field.
I mean,
At only 10 years old, she earned second place at the USA Junior Olympics, and by the end of high school, the University of Utah recognized her
I can't
excellence
do that. I
and
ain't
granted
gonna
her
lie.
a scholarship.
Utah
It's now
Utes.
September 2015. Lauren and her parents arrive at the vibrant Salt Lake City campus, home to over 20,000 students. Her parents are anxious about leaving their only daughter at college, hundreds of miles
Reasonably
from her
so.
small
Who wouldn't
town.
be?
But Lauren's confidence and maturity
Unless
helped
you
her
didn't
quickly
love
make
your
new
child.
friendships, including her new best friend, Alex.
We were roommates our freshman year, and we became instant friends.
For the next 3 years, Lauren continued to excel in everything she did. She was dedicated and determined, focused on her studies, track events, and of course, spending time with her many close friends.
Her eyes lit up when she talked.
Super smart. You didn't just see her as an athlete. She was a comedian. She's also a dancer.
She did extremely well. She was very excited about graduating.
But on the night of September 1st, 2018, Lauren's life would change forever. It's the start of her final year of college, and Lauren, having recently turned 21, decides to go out on the weekend for a fun night with her best friend Alex. It's Saturday night. Downtown Salt Lake City is bustling with nightlife as students fill the streets and bars. Lauren and Alex arrive at the entrance of the London Bell, a popular bar in Salt Lake City, known for their live music and dancing, and conveniently, only 15 minutes away from their dorm. Before entering, they're stopped by the bouncer, a friendly and charismatic man standing over 6 feet tall. He greets the two young women with a smile and introduces himself as Sean Fields before letting them inside the establishment.
I remember him being very huge, very big muscles.
Big man, hey.
Throughout the night, he would come back and pass.
Hey, that is a big motherfucker. You hear me?
Us through and stop and talk to us a few times.
It's now midnight, and after a full evening of fun, the girls decide it's time to head home to get a good night's sleep, as they both have studying to do the next day.
Right.
Lauren walks toward the bar's exit, when suddenly, there's a hand on her shoulder. It's the man she's been sharing glances with all evening, the handsome bouncer, Sean. They chat for a bit more, and before saying their goodbyes, he asks her out.
She gave him her number, and they made plans to go on a date later that day.
It's now September 2nd. Lauren gets ready for her first date with Sean. In her life, Lauren has never had a serious boyfriend, and so far, Sean is ticking all the boxes. He's considerate, friendly, attentive, and they both bond over their college life since he's a student as well.
I'm shocked she never had a first.
Although he's a bit older than her,
serious
at 28
boyfriend.
years old, Lauren feels safe and happy with him.
She's a gorgeous
At the
individual.
End of the date, the young college student goes back home with a smile on her face. Sean is everything she could hope for, a gentle and dedicated student.
See, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. See, it's always the first date. You still, everybody, it's very rare that you find somebody real on the first date. So when you do find somebody that's real, raw, rare, and authentic on the first date, they not bullshitting, they not putting up this persona, like, it's a dope feeling. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say he checked, his fake self checked all the boxes, because we all know when you go on the first date, you're nervous as hell, and you just trying to impress the other person, trying to win the other person over so that y'all can start a relationship. Then when y'all start the relationship, then everything starts to slowly and gradually come out. The anger problems, the lying, the cheating, whatever the case may be. Are you really a happy person? Are you depressed? Like, we all know. We know.
But also an independent.
So you gotta watch out for it.
Part-time job of his own.
It sounded sort of old-fashioned, the way that he was paying attention to her. He took her out for dinner and bought her flowers and asked her to be his girlfriend.
Fake as fuck.
She clearly seemed
not to say that it can't happen
about her relationship.
It started off really good, like a fairy tale.
But soon, Lauren's close friends notice unusual behavior in the new romantic relationship, which suggests it isn't as rosy and loving as it first seemed.
She said he told me to wear a t-shirt and jeans, so that's why I'm wearing this.
Her friends become concerned, noticing the independent Lauren they know and love now seems to be questioning her every decision. The affection and devotion Sean gives her now looks much more like obsessive and controlling behavior. He constantly harasses Lauren over texts and calls, and she would always answer, seemingly fearful of what would happen if she didn't.
Why do you have to answer your phone when that person calls? And she's like, they really want me to answer my phone right away because they just want to make sure where I'm at, what I'm doing, and if I'm okay.
After just a few weeks into the relationship, Sean now spends all of his time with Lauren, basically living with her on campus. He makes friends with other students in her dorm, and with these connections, he can freely move through her building without a key card. Lauren becomes more and more withdrawn, always exhausted, and her friends notice she isn't acting like herself anymore.
We noticed she was tired. She seemed stressed. You could tell, at least physically in her face, that she was going through emotionally a lot with the relationship. This guy is literally
She was fucking miserable.
not
And
good
he
for her.
messing her life up.
October 1st,
She wasn't
1 month
happy.
after Lauren met Sean, things take a disturbing turn. Sean tells Lauren he wants to give her something. He says it is for her protection. The gift? A loaded military-grade pistol.
We would just tell her, like, no, you don't need it. Your safety is fine. If anything, he's compromising your safety.
When Lauren's friends hear that her boyfriend wants to give her a gun, they quickly tell their resident assistant, Diamond, a fellow student who works for the university's housing department, exactly what's happening with the new relationship, and share their fears surrounding Lauren.
She's not hanging out with us as much. He's talking about getting her a gun, and then that's when it had passed the point of, oh, this is harmless gossip. I called my first supervisor and asked her, what some steps did you want me to take? Do you want me to call the police?
Right.
Surprisingly, Diamond is not told to contact the authorities, but rather send an email to the university security and explain to them the details of the escalating situation. And so, on October 2nd, 1 day after the unsettling gift, campus security receives the first alarming email about Sean Fields. The concerns are mostly centered around Lauren and that she may be in a potentially harmful relationship, but also that her non-resident boyfriend has been on campus frequently, and that he might be acquiring a weapon for her, and there are suspicions that he's even tracking his girlfriend's movements. However, days go by, and yet, Diamond's email...
I will say this. You have obsessive boyfriends that, I'm not going to say don't do no harm. They obviously out here doing harm. You have obsessive, abusive, all that good stuff, right? Not good, but all that bad stuff. You never think that, like, girls never think that they gonna die from the situation. I shouldn't say never. Some of them really believe, like, oh, I'm scared for my life. That's why they don't leave. I don't necessarily know what I'm trying to say or how I'm trying to say it, but, like, it's hard to explain. We just gonna leave it alone.
Inbox remains empty. The email is seemingly ignored. Then, only a few days later, on October 9th, Lauren makes a frightening discovery of her own.
My fault. One more time. Let me say that people outside the relationship is, like, never really quick to assume, oh, this girl finna die. Man is crazy enough to kill her. We always try to undermine it. Like, oh, damn, this motherfucker controlling as hell. Weird as fuck. But we never think that your friend would actually die for real. If that was the case, a lot of folks would try to get their friend out of that situation or try to always be around that friend to keep bullshit from happening. You know? Real friends, anyway.
She finds Sean's ID card, but somehow, only the photo matches. The name and birthday are both wrong. The identity under the photo is of a 37-year-old man named Melvin Rowland. Lauren immediately begins to investigate, going online to search for his name. She needs to know who her boyfriend really is.
Facts.
She and a friend found a picture that looked like him that was a sex offender.
And I was like, are you 100% sure it could be this person? Based on what I was reading online, that was a really hard offense.
Lauren discovers that the name Sean Fields doesn't exist at all, but Melvin Rowland is a real person with an alarming police record. Second and third degree felonies, including enticing a minor over the internet, attempted forcible sexual abuse, and repeated parole violations, landing him back in prison multiple times. Through her quick internet search, Lauren even learns that her boyfriend is currently on parole.
We were coming up with like a plan for how she should break up with him.
Right.
It's late in the evening.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? The
October
friends
9th,
trying to get
Lauren
involved now.
anticipates Melvin, as he's
now they
arriving
know
at
it's
her
serious.
dorm any minute. She now knows about his criminal history and wants to end the relationship as soon as possible. Late at night, he enters her dorm room, and Lauren summons all her courage to confront him, telling him all the information she has learned. Melvin's whole personality shifts,
I don't think that's smart. It's a big motherfucker, for one. Two, knowing how he is, the way that he is, he might not have never put her hands on her. But if you come out and tell somebody, hey, look, bitch, I know you a sex offender, or I know you this crazy person, then of course the craziness finna come out. If he hasn't shown you his full craziness yet, which at this point he's only shown her like 75% of the craziness, not a full 100% finna come out. She shouldn't have did that alone. She should have had a bunch of folks with her. And I'm not saying it like it's her fault. You know what I'm saying? Obviously it's not her fault. But I'm saying with the situation, she should have went about that smarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if she's scared. She already scared. She should have had folks with her when she said that. That way, if he went ballistics, everybody around watching, either one recording, two, if he start putting his hands on it, they there to fight him off. Like, she should have had somebody with her. I don't like the fact that she did that by herself. Again, it's not her fault. You know what I'm saying?
Becoming extremely resistant and aggressive, he denies all his past accusations, but Lauren knows he's lying and remains persistent that their relationship is over. After hours of Lauren pleading with Melvin, he finally leaves. October 10th, the next day, Lauren, now broken up with her boyfriend, believes he's out of her life for good, but that would be far from the truth.
She started getting a lot of texts.
Many unknown numbers begin messaging Lauren's phone, identifying themselves as Melvin's friends. Each text becomes more alarming than the last, and Lauren, unsure what to do, responds to them, telling them to stop messaging her, blocking the numbers. But more and more new callers keep harassing her, and Lauren responds again, threatening to contact the police if they continue. But unfortunately, the messages only get worse. Although the numbers are unknown, she notices many spelling mistakes and grammatical errors, which are oddly similar to that of Melvin's past messages. One particularly concerning text said that Melvin has just died in a fatal car accident and insists Lauren must attend his funeral. On October 12th at 4:23 p.m., 3 days after the breakup, Lauren calls the campus police department, scared that she may be in danger.
I will have to. Texts from these numbers of different people. They were saying that he was in the hospital, that he passed away. I got a text about, asking if I wanted to go to his funeral, and I think they're trying to lure me somewhere.
All right. I will send a student officer to give you a call. Is that okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Please. But no one calls Lauren back. Days go by, and police haven't even provided an update, and
Okay, chat, we can stop making the jokes now. We can stop making the jokes. Apparently, the cops just don't want to do their job in general. They apparently don't not just want to come out for black folks. They just don't want to come out, period. How you not call her back? First of all, why you get off the phone with her in the first goddamn place? You ain't call her back. You ain't appear. So guess what I'm gonna start? Guess what I'm gonna do now? I'm not finna call 911 because obviously y'all ain't gonna do shit. Ain't 911 supposed to come out there regardless of if shit happening or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, now she telling y'all shit happening and ain't nobody coming?
Text.
Do your job.
Escalate.
At that point, she had already
contacted
campus police. It was like, you have to go in person. Saturday, October 13th, we headed to the police department. We went inside. I felt like they weren't taking it seriously.
Of course not.
He's a sex offender. He went to jail. And I actually had to Google it myself and hand my phone over to him. I do remember them saying, it's a scam, it's probably a scam.
Fucking.
She showed them one of the numbers that was sending her messages was the same number Roland had when they were in a relationship together. They tell her that the detective was currently not in the office and that Warren will hear an update by Tuesday.
Cap.
The case was assigned to the on-call detective Kayla Dalov, who, at the time, was actually away on vacation. Although Lauren told police all of the concerning details, including his criminal history, no one in the campus police department follows up with her claims. And most importantly, they neglect to even check Melvin's parole status, which would have brought much-needed urgency to Lauren's case. Worried she isn't getting the urgent help she needs, the college student goes above campus police and calls the Salt Lake City Police Department,
I will have
larger
to.
authority, hoping they can speed things up.
University Police will probably take the case then. Just one sec.
I've talked to them already,
And they ain't did shit.
but I just wanted to call you as well.
Usually we just take it where you live, and then that agency does a case.
Yeah, I was just concerned because I wasn't sure how long they were going to take.
Okay, let me get you up to them so they can see what's going on with it. Just one moment.
Do you know when an arrest would be made?
You can talk to an officer if you want. I can arrange that if you want that.
No, we want actions to be.
That sounds good.
The Salt Lake City Police choose to redirect her call back to the campus police once
We want
again,
actions to be
who,
made out,
over a
like,
week since the
come
first
on.
notice, have still not made any progress on her case. But Lauren refuses to back down. Over the next few days, she would continue to advocate for her own safety, reaching out to police on over 20 different occasions since she first began exposing Roland's disturbing past.
She was still being harassed and she was still getting messages.
Of course.
I know she was.
Police ain't doing shit.
It's October 19th. Melvin had recently bought a Deadpool costume. The comic book superhero movie Deadpool 2, starring Ryan Reynolds, had come out earlier that year, and Melvin was planning to wear this outfit on Halloween in just a few weeks. But in this footage, captured just 10 days after Lauren broke up with him, Melvin is seen lurking around campus, his identity concealed, secretly searching and stalking Lauren. At 4:02 p.m., Lauren has no idea that her ex-boyfriend is stalking her right around the corner. Notice how he holds a small black bag. Police would later discover hidden inside the bag was a deadly weapon, a fully loaded .40 caliber Beretta. 3 days later, on October 22nd, Melvin is captured again by multiple security cameras, lurking around the campus, looking for Lauren once more, and holding the same black bag. 8 p.m. later that same day, Lauren finishes her last class and heads back to her dorm alone like any other night. While walking, Lauren calls her mom back home in Washington State. The family routinely calls each other almost every day to chat about their day and the overall updates about how things are going.
She sounded positive.
Wait, did she say 8 p.m.? Did he say 8 p.m., chat?
Class and heads back. 8 p.m. later that same day, Lauren finishes her last class and heads back to her
It's
dorm
nighttime.
alone
She got
like
out of
any
class
other
at
night.
nighttime.
While walking, Lauren calls her mom back home in Washington State. The family routinely calls each other almost every day to chat about their day and the overall updates about how things are going.
She sounded positive and, telling me that she was going to go home and finish an assignment.
Matthew and Jill, both hundreds of miles away, are talking with Lauren on speakerphone when suddenly, both parents hear strange noises over the phone, and then the sound of someone yelling.
She must have gotten tackled or something because I hear the phone fell to the ground.
And the parents gotta hear this shit.
Yelling, Lauren, Lauren.
I kept calling for her and she didn't answer. I knew that her life was in danger at that time.
And you gotta make the parents hear the shit, chat. I'm trying not to cry in this motherfucker, bro.
Took the
Fuck the
landline
campus
and
police,
dialed
man.
911.
Hi, my daughter, Lauren Mccluskey, was talking to her
Why
mom.
you so calm?
Sounded like someone might have been grabbing her or something.
We were scrambling, trying to figure out where she might be.
That don't sound like you were scrambling, my guy.
Suspect involved in possible kidnapping. The victim is Lauren Mccluskey.
Police, after weeks of Lauren's calls, finally take the case seriously.
Nah, hey, no. Fuck that. Fuck y'all. Y'all took too fucking long. Y'all ain't think it was a joke till the motherfucker went missing, bruh. Nah, fuck that, bruh. Y'all
look for the
man,
missing young woman,
fuck outta
searching
here.
the area as fast
Got
as
me out here,
possible,
out of my
but nothing turns up.
character
Lauren's
like
parents
that,
keep
man. Got
calling
me
the
over here
police.
cussing this
Everyone is now on the lookout
bullshit.
for Lauren. At that moment, police might have just received their first lead when authorities get a
fuck
phone
outta
call
here.
from a
Should never
student
been
who
the
found
lead in the
something
first
while
place.
walking through the campus.
Hi, I just found a whole bunch of stuff spread out all over the ground and a phone that had an active call. I picked it up.
Where is that backpack out? Can you get a location for me?
Police find Lauren's personal belongings scattered all over the ground, but she's still nowhere to be found. Dozens of cop cars and police dogs surround the area, setting up a perimeter. Worried students across the campus start asking questions.
No answers. What were they looking for? What was going on?
There's multiple calls from students wanting what we want students to do.
The campus staff issues a shelter-in-place alert and releases a description of the prime suspect, Melvin Roland. A manhunt begins. Police broadcast his face on
fuck
television,
that.
hoping
Manhunt
someone
in
will
the first
recognize
place. They
him.
did they
The
fucking
clock
job.
is ticking, and Lauren is still nowhere to be found.
I'm calling about my daughter.
I'm sorry, Lauren. Police don't know how to do their job. Not all police, but apparently y'all campus police don't know how to do their job in the first fucking place. To be able to not even have your life in fucking risk in the first goddamn place. Fuck out of here, man. I'm sorry, Lauren. Damn, man.
We do have officers on scene handling right now. We're actively looking for her. We're doing everything we can to track her.
You should have did everything you could possibly do in the first fucking place. Then the shit wouldn't have happened. Y'all got me over here stuttering and shit.
Away from the college grounds. At 8:21 p.m., Roland is seen leaving the campus parking lot on foot. He proceeded to walk to a nearby light rail station before getting picked up by a driver. Hours go by, and police have no idea where he is or what he's doing, until, later that night, a terrified woman contacts law enforcement, telling them she recognizes the man wanted on the television.
I saw the picture of this guy, and then I saw that he may have been picked up in a silver Sonata, which is like a description of my car. I saw the picture, but the name isn't the same, or the age.
The woman tells police that Melvin, who once again assumed a different identity, went out with her that evening. She says they had met through an online dating app, and she had agreed to pick him up at the train station before going out to dinner and spending time at her place. He took a shower at her home and then left after midnight. An hour later, 1 a.m., Melvin is spotted by a police officer.
Shit, they got freaky. He took a shower at her crib. They got freaky. Freaky dicky.
They're walking near 200 East and 500 South in downtown Salt Lake City.
I have officers chasing your suspect on the shooting. He is in foot pursuit right now.
Melvin runs down the sidewalk, evading police. The officers close in on him, but he slips away, breaking into a nearby church and barricading himself inside. The neighborhood is locked down, and no one knows what to expect next. And then, without warning, gunshots echo loudly. Police must act now. They force their way in through the large wooden doors, guns raised. Once inside, they find Melvin Rowland's lifeless body.
We have your suspect inside the church. It looks like he has a gunshot wound self-inflicted.
Man, fuck all that self-inflicted shit. You a bitch. You a whole bitch. You a whole pussy. You gon' man, fuck out of here, bitch ass nigga. That's some hoe ass shit right there. How the fuck you gonna kidnap a girl and then you get caught by the police officer, start booking it, run, going to a church in front of the Lord's eyes at that hoe ass nigga, then go shoot yourself in front of the Lord. You was a bitch. Some hoe ass shit, man.
While police were on the hunt for Melvin, they were simultaneously looking for Lauren. They found her belongings and searched her dorm.
You gonna do Lauren like that, man?
Her.
You gonna do Lauren like that, man, and then go
find the
take
vehicle Roland was driving, a small silver 4-door car. The authorities approach it, examine it closely, only to find a body inside. Acting quickly, the officer calls for urgent medical attention.
But repeat that. That man had me heated. He gonna go in the church and take his own life because he couldn't.
They found her belongings and searched her dorm, but they couldn't find her.
Because he couldn't handle the charge like a man.
Eventually find the vehicle Roland was driving, a small silver 4-door car. The authorities approach it, examine it closely, only to find a body inside. Acting quickly, the officer calls for urgent medical attention. On the night of October 22nd, Lauren's parents receive a phone call from the university's track and field coach, telling them news that no parent ever wants to hear.
And I said, "Is she okay?" And he said, "I'm sorry, she's not. She's gone." I just started crying.
University's track and field coach, telling them news that no parent ever wants to hear.
And I said, "Is she okay?" And he said, "I'm sorry, she's not. She's gone."
That's because, hey, Miss Lauren parents, Matthew and what, Jill, Mr. and Mrs. Mccluskey. That's because the Utah Utes campus officers didn't do their job. So now your daughter had to lose her life because motherfuckers couldn't take proper precautions to protect y'all daughter. You feel me? And I apologize to y'all because that right there is some hoe ass shit. That's some bullshit. And then all of a sudden y'all want to take it serious when the shit too late. Oh, now she gone missing. Oh, maybe we should have took it serious. Oh, my fault. I want to apologize. I don't fuck your apology. You feel me? Fuck what you got to say. Because when she came to y'all in the first fucking place, telling y'all, hey, somebody is trying to come and get her, kidnap her, and I don't think she said nothing about stalking, but they was damn sure harassing her, and she told y'all that. Showed y'all the messages, showed y'all proof. Oh, it might be scam. Oh, it might be scam. Well, scam that, nigga. Now she done lost her life, and now y'all ain't want to do, cause y'all ain't want to do y'all job. Man, fuck y'all, man. Fuck out my face. I apologize, Mr. and Mrs. Mccluskey, that officers out here can't do their fucking job, man. Officers in Utah at that campus can't do their fucking job. Fucking ridiculous.
Gone. I just started crying.
It was like trauma.
Fucking
like
ridiculous.
Hit by a baseball bat.
I can't look at her,
getting
bro.
a text from Mrs. Mccluskey. She said that we lost her. She said that.
Chat, who she look like in that picture? Not that one.
I remember getting a text from Mrs. Mccluskey. She said that we lost her.
Don't make me cry in the bill. Chat, she look like somebody. Do she not? I can't put my finger on it. Y'all comment down below who she look like. She look like somebody. She look like an actress off TV. Is it Alexandria Daddario? Is that who I'm thinking of? I don't know. Y'all let me know, chat. But I apologize, Mr. and Mrs. McCluskey. Utah Utes campus security can't do their job. They failed y'all. The whole Salt Lake City police failed y'all. Fucking stupid, bro. Fucking
Lauren
ridiculous.
had been shot. I just remember going outside and just looking up in the stars and just hoping, I just hope you didn't suffer, Lauren, and that you weren't in pain.
Lauren's parents and her friends are in disbelief. The whole school community is in a state of shock. Days after her passing, the school holds a vigil to grieve the loss of Lauren.
She was an amazing, genuine, and caring person. And she will be really missed.
Matt and Jill Mccluskey are in disbelief at how the campus police department could have overlooked their daughter's repeated pleas for help.
Me too.
Seemed to go unheard.
My fault. I
Facing
mean, yeah, might
widespread
like that.
criticism,
My fault.
the university holds a
To
controversial press conference where the president states that there was nothing the campus security could have done to prevent.
How the fuck it ain't nothing they could have did?
Prevent Lauren's tragedy.
This report does not offer us a reason to believe that this tragedy could have been prevented.
How the fuck not?
I was shocked that she would say that. I just felt sick to my stomach.
Y'all could have moved her to another dorm. You could have fucking, whatever the case may be. How the fuck it couldn't be prevented, huh?
These parents lost their kid. She is gone, and you have the audacity to try to cover your ass.
The number of times that she was trying to get help from the police, when in fact it should have just been one phone call.
Outraged by the university's response and driven to ensure nothing like this ever happens again, the parents file a lawsuit against the university, believing it failed to protect their daughter and hoping to reform.
Man, fuck the lawsuit. Y'all can't. I'm sorry. I keep
university
pausing.
and
This
create
shit got me
positive
heated.
change in her name.
I do not want to be in this world without Lauren, but being stuck here, I have no choice but to try to make this world better.
Matthew and Jill Mccluskey create the Lauren Mccluskey Foundation with a mission to bring campus reform and enhance the security of students across the world.
All the proceeds of this settlement will go to the Lauren Mccluskey Foundation. It will make the world better and make the students across the country much safer.
This tragedy has sparked an incredible movement that's captivated communities across the nation.
You can see some of the signs left by protesters here on the windows of the DA's building.
since Lauren Mccluskey's death. They've made huge changes in almost every aspect of safety.
This shit gonna have me
Changes within the
crying,
police
bro.
department, to housing, to new task forces, to faculty training.
Pledging to build an indoor track and field facility bearing Lauren's name.
And Lauren is honored and remembered every day.
Women must be believed and taken seriously when they ask for help. When there is a situation, if someone tells you what's going on, that you respond with urgency.
The family created what would become known as Lauren's Promise.
A promise that I will listen and believe you if someone is threatening you.
That promise taking root in communities nationwide.
To increase awareness of the problem. This is not your fault that you're in this situation, and it's okay, let's talk about it and let's do something about it. I've had students come to me and say, because of Lauren's Promise, I'm alive.
Fucking pathetic, man. Then you try to cover your ass to make it worse. I should be whooping all y'all ass, bruh. All y'all need to get fired. Fuck that. All y'all need to be in jail, man. There's nothing they could have done to. Yes, it's plenty of shit that they could have done. Plenty of steps. Plenty of something that they could have done to prevent that woman from losing her goddamn life. And y'all, then the fact that the president gonna go try to cover their ass for man, fuck out of here, man. Fucking stupid. Fuck that, man. That shit right there got me, my mind fucking blown. That shit had me heated, chat. I ain't gonna lie. It had me sad, pissed off. My emotions was all over the goddamn place, man. That shit was stupid. Anyways, chat, man, I'm fucking done. Shout out to the Lauren Mccluskey Foundation. Much love, much respect to Lauren and her family. I do apologize to y'all. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't do shit. But I apologize to y'all that the damn cops can't do their fucking job. So, I mean, yeah. Anyway, chat. Much love, much respect. I'm gone. Squad.
Me no go simple like she different. Shawty got it dancing like a vixen. She said my shoes like Richard Nixon, but I forgot to put her in my mention.